But if he'd known nothing about it at all, he probably would have misunderstood what they were and assumed human hands had created them. Maybe he would have wasted time walking all around this area. No, the truth was, he wanted to believe that another human had made these marks. He wanted to hope that there was still someone else nearby. He wanted his heart to jump with excitement at the prospect of seeing living people soon and meeting someone new. To have knowledge, to be aware of the truth, could sometimes be the most cruel iron hammer to smash hope. It was why humans should never know the future. The only reason they thought knowing the future would allow them to choose the path that would leave them without regrets was turned from hope into a yoke and shackles. But people still wanted it. So many times he had heard people lamenting, if only we had known the future, if only we'd seen what would happen the next day. I should have had that fight, his friend had said. I would have done whatever he wanted if I'd have known he'd never get a chance to make up. His father, his friend's father had died. The only living parent child in the village. Another of those who had lived too long at his age, becoming bedridden with illness, would have spelled the end. However, the man had died from falling off a steep cliff. His death had been sudden. That morning his friend had an argument with him over something petty, and then before they could patch up their relationship, he died. Nobody was able to console the boy. Nothing they could say would help, and they knew it. It would do little to ease the pain of his regret. Tomorrow, you might not get to say hello to everyone you did today. The friend laughing at your side as you went might be gone upon your return. That was true for him too. The last to be born was not necessarily the last to die. Sometimes you wouldn't ever see someone again. It didn't matter who. In this world, it could be anyone. You didn't encounter any other new sights after the wind pattern in the white sand. The world was disgustingly simple. So simple that you couldn't believe that there had been a time when you could just walk to a completely different vista. Oh, were some changes. There was a visible decrease in the number of monsters, and suddenly no small ones at all. He was forced to hunt them, the mid-sized monsters, which were a bit much for him on his own. When he encountered the big ones, he fled before they spotted him. It wasn't as if he couldn't defeat one with a little effort, but they were too much for one person to eat. Risking his life to defeat one, and then leaving leftovers to rot would be terribly wasteful. He discovered that the way he hunted and the prey he sought were different when he had company compared with going solo. The dozens of people becoming only few hadn't been nearly this much of a change.